It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Dog. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I have a very special episode for you today. I have very recently recorded an extended play lounge episode for my Patreon audience, and we were listening to the entire live album by Marvin Gaye. There it is, of What's Going On Live. A concert that he gave at the Kennedy Center in 1972. And it's the only time in his entire career that he ever performed the entire What's Going On album live in concert. And we went through the entire double album with my Patreon audience. If you want to hear the entire thing, it is over on my Patreon, and it's our newest extended play lounge. But I was so taken by this just living history of a recording that I wanted to share it with all of you, especially now while we are still celebrating Black History Month here on the channel. So what you are going to hear are excerpts from this almost hour and a half long reaction. And we're going to hear the title track, What's Going On. We're also going to hear the original ending track of the album, Inner City Blues. And then, just because I want to include it and it's fun, he reprises both of these songs in the encore. So you're going to hear that from side 4 of the double LP as well. And I lay out some, I think, some pertinent information, supporting information about what has gone on at this particular concert and why it is so important in my original outro. So I'll let myself from about a week ago finish out the video for you. So I invite you to sit back and relax and listen to my reaction of this wonderful living history that is Marvin Gaye performing What's Going On live at the Kennedy Center in 1972.
Ooh, that's a G-sharp.
So they are, I think, going to be an E. They know what's coming. Right.
Hey, man.
Play it, Marvin.
Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother,
You can tell I've heard this one, right?
too many of you died.
Barry Gordy didn't originally like this, by the way.
We got to find
He didn't want Marvin to record it,
to bring some loving here today.
but Marvin was undeterred.
Father, we don't need to escalate.
We don't need to escalate. War is not the answer. So he's calling for peace and love and all of that. It's more optimistic than Inner City Blues.
You know we got to find a way. Bring some understanding here today.
Picket lines,
Picket
picket signs, don't punish me,
with brutality.
right?
Talk to me.
Let's talk, y'all, so we can see what's going on. Communication.
Yeah, what's going on? Tell me, please, what's going on?
Yeah. So I think it goes to minor 4 there. It's in the key, but it's not. Right? Right? Where did they go? I think they went. Yeah, so from A minor up to the dominant before they get back to regular E major. Everybody thinks we're wrong, but who are they to judge us simply because our hair is long? He's saying people refuse to hear us when we tell you what's going on. Please give us credibility. We're here. Hello. You know?
Come on, talk to me, so you can see what's going on. Oh, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on.
It's a great breakdown, isn't it? Gives you the 4 chord, the predominant, but it gives it to you in the parallel minor. So you can have a bass note that's still functionally subdominant, but new sounds over the top of it. You move it up to B, and you can transition back into your real dominant of your key. Back to the A minor 7 for more of that. And all of these scat singings, right, make it feel more buoyant and hopeful, right? It's like you wouldn't scat sing like that if you were singing the blues.
What's going on? What's going on?
I'm really enjoying this. Hope y'all are too. So he's hanging out on that A minor. Anytime. You're going to go to the next song. Or he says, anytime you can stop this song. That's what he was telling him.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so we move into Inner City Blues. Make Me Wanna Holler. With the hand drums too. It's like hearing the original recording for the first time. It's like it, but it's live, so you don't know what's going to happen. Crowd is. Now they know what it is.
Rockets, moonshots, spend it on the have-nots.
Rockets, moonshots, spend it on the have-nots.
We make it before we see it. You take it. Oh, make me wanna holler. Go hold my hand. Make me wanna holler. No, 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 no. Hey, hey. Oh, baby. Hey, hey.
So when they go, and they're going to the 4, it's either suspended or it's major.
You know what I'm gonna do, ladies and gentlemen?
What are you going to do?
This is gonna be such a groovy tune, and I'm determined to make it, that I'm gonna start again while we're in the groove. Cause I want this to be a groovy tune.
He doesn't like the way it's going.
Now, Maurice King,
Maurice is,
I'm gonna start again, all
Conducting.
from the top.
So he's telling Maurice to.
Because I want to do it real groovy. They're in the groove now, so we can take it from letter A.
We're gonna take it
It's
from
a
A,
bit
y'all.
more groovy now, right? And I want to keep it where it is. From the top. I take it when you cut me off.
I'll be
So
darned.
Maurice King is my very fine conductor, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to tell the strings that we're going to take it from the top. We're going to take it from the top. We're going to take it from
They
the top.
really
Give me a
didn't
break.
have
Give me
any
a break.
idea what they were doing.
Woo! Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo!
Back to A. Now that we got the feel right. Remember, he hadn't done this for a long time.
All right. All right.
So I think he's kind of
Yeah.
calming himself down and working through it.
I got to have it groovy. See, when I leave the piano, they kind of lose me.
Don't blame it on the band.
Just follow me. Here's letter A. Woo! Rockets, moonshots, spend it on
Back to verse 1.
the have-nots. That's better. Money, we make it. Before we see it, you take it.
Ah, there's that major 4.
No chance to increase finance. Bills pile up, sky high. Send that boy off tonight. Oh, baby, wanna holler.
The major 4. So they're in E flat minor, but the 4 chord is a major chord, that A flat chord. So that C natural makes it into like E flat Dorian, right, for this blues tune. And I haven't heard a 5 chord yet, so it's not 12 bar blues. Listen to the brass. So we're depicting the neighborhoods of inner city America here. A bleak economic situation. Rockets, moonshots, the backdrop of the space race. There's references to the Vietnam War. There's references to police brutality. Here's your 4. And throw up both my hands. Crime is increasing. Trigger happy policing. Panic is spreading. God knows where we're heading. Makes me wonder what we've been doing for the last half century, y'all. Because it's as bad as it was then, in many, many ways. Down a whole step, but that's a minor chord. D flat minor 7. So you get a note a half step higher than what our current tonic has been. That's cool. Tritone away. Half step. A flat dominant. Okay.
Everybody thinks we're wrong.
So a reprise of what's going on.
But who are they to judge us? Simply cause our hair is long.
Yeah. So the minor third of that D flat chord, which would have been an F flat, right? I gotta start thinking back in sharps because they went to E. They made that third of the chord because what's going on is in E. That was slick. And this is gonna fade out, I think. Because Inner City Blues is the last song on the original album, and What's Going On is the first song on the original album, so it makes sense that there would be this little reprise at the very end. Wow, that I loved listening to the audio from the turntable. I cleaned it up yesterday, and it sounded great. Really, really, really did sound wonderful. So off we go, y'all. Oh, actually, let me talk about this last song. I think the title track, What's Going On, is more optimistic and sort of calling on our better angels, as contrasted with this song, which with Inner City Blues is more dark, it's a little more mellow, and it's really directly connecting this suffering, I think, of urban America, Inner City Blues. And yeah, when you don't have enough income and wealth to drive taxes and reinvestment in these communities, they fall and they crack, and bad stuff can seep through, right? So it's just whatever is maintained properly will tend to work well, and vice versa, right? Won't work well. Really, really fascinating. So that's most of, if not all, the album, right? And so side 4 is a shorter side. I think this gives us the concert's encore. So it's going to start off with a little bit of stage dialogue where he's talking on stage, and then they're going to reprise Inner City Blues, and they're going to reprise What's Going On. So let's have a good old time with side 4, friends. Off we go. Okay. So we fade in. They love those ninth voicings, don't they? It's like a D flat major 7th chord with the B flat in the bass. Is what that chord is.
Coming back to show business on a live stage, 4 years. I'd like for you to give these fine musicians and singers a fine round of applause for a job well done. Although it was a struggle for us, I feel pretty good about it. Because I'm not satisfied in my heart. I'm gonna I was supposed to make my exit to this point, but I can't go. No,
Okay.
here's why. We had in mind to do our album for you. Try to do it just like that. We hope that you would enjoy it. You can't hear me up in the balcony? We hope that you would enjoy it if we tried to do the album just like you've been listening to it at home. And that was our feeble attempt, folks. But me not being satisfied in my heart, I want anything that you heard that you liked, that you'd like to hear it over.
He's taking requests
I'd
from
be
the
very
stage.
happy to give it my shot. You didn't say the whole thing, I know. No, keep the rhythm going. Keep the rhythm
Keep
going.
the rhythm going. Come on.
Well, I tell you, I'd like to do just a little bit more of inner city blues for you
All right.
before we leave. And after that, we're going to do What's Going On, and we're going to call it a night. Thank you.
Cool.
Gentlemen, Inner City Blues,
Inner
please.
City Blues. He's just telling the
Inner
band.
City Blues. Now, one of these days, thank you so much for bearing with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try a little Inner City
Microphone.
Blues for you right here again.
Inner City Blues.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to dedicate this to my mother and father, Mr. and Mrs. Gaye,
His mother and
who
father.
are in the audience. I'd like for you to acknowledge them, ladies and gentlemen. I love them very much. Also my family, sisters and brothers, and all of you. Dun, 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 dun. Rockets, motions, spend it all, the have-nots, money, we make it, before we see it, you
C
take
flat minor. There's that A flat major chord.
Don't run with it. This ain't
Don't run
living.
with it.
No, 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 no. Inflation, no chance.
Inflation, no chance to increase finance.
Finance.
Bills pile up high in the
Bills
sky.
pile up, sky high.
Send that boy off to die.
Send that boy to die.
Send the poor to fight so that we can make more money, right? Makes me want to holler. Natural fact is, I can't pay my taxes.
God
There's that same move that they did the first time. They were in E flat minor. Whole step down and make a new minor key on it.
God bless you, and Lord keep you, and may you live a good life.
It's just flowing
God
here.
bless you, God keep you, may you live a long, sweet life. Don't let the things get you down. Hold your head up, baby.
Don't let things get you down. Hold your head up.
Say God bless you and God keep you. I'm praying
It's a benediction.
prayer for each and every one of you. Heaven bless you, heaven keep you. La, 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 la. Ooh.
Just a clarion voice up in that register, in that lovely falsetto range
What's going on?
of his, in that flip range. Okay,
Thank you.
one more.
Thank you,
What's
ladies
going
and
on? If I remember right, this
What's
one's in
going on,
E.
gentlemen? One, two, three, four.
E major 7.
Mother, there's too many of you cry. Brother, there's far too many of you die. You know we have to find to bring some love in here today. Father, we don't need you yesterday. War not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket lines, picket signs, don't punish me
Two,
with brutality.
5.
Talk
F
to
sharp.
me so you can see
5.
what's going on. Yeah, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on.
Now they go to sort of A Dorian, right? Still with that F sharp in that to the B, to the 5. It's fun to play along with. It's a simple tune. Goes from 1 down to 6, it uses a 2-5 turnaround, and then you get this extended section of a prolonged minor predominant. This A minor sound then resolves up to B, the 5, and then we're back into the song. It's a lovely tune.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you all.
Ladies and gentlemen. I think the band's still playing. I think he's taking a bow, waving by and moving off stage. evening just comes alive, doesn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye, let's have a big round of applause for Mr. Marvin Gaye. Would you do that? Marvin Gaye returns to Washington.
This was fun.
Marvin Gaye. Wow.
I wonder how y'all are going to react to this. Because I think some of us will really love this live version of these songs for its historical significance, for its spontaneity, for its freshness. Maybe because you're not used to hearing it, and it sounds great. And I think there might be some of us also that are continually comparing it to the flawless studio version of this record, right? Of what's going on. And to me, both points of view I think are valid. But I think the flaws that we hear in this performance somehow make it more palpable, more real, more easy to connect with. And like I said, the evening really does come alive when you listen to this. And I think of this as an invaluable historical document that provides us a comparison or a lens, a prism, through which we can, I think, better appreciate the circumstances of the time and the beauty of the studio effort on this. I'll end with a quote. Years later, after this concert, I found a quote from Marvin Gaye reflecting on this specific performance, and this is what he said. I understood that I had been punishing myself for staying away so long, for staying away from the live stage, is what he's referring to. He says, I had been denying myself love, and that's one of the most foolish things a man can do. It was certainly the biggest day of my parents' life. Here they came to Washington in the 30s without a penny, and now their son was being honored by the mayor as some sort of hero. At least on this one day, I felt like I made my father proud. Well, shit. And we know what happened 12 years later, right? I don't know what to think about that. I really don't. It's sad. It's really sad. He loved his parents. And this accident of, in the heat of an argument, cut short his life. But holy cow, what a life he led, and what a glorious musician he was. I can understand a little bit of the stage fright, y'all. Getting up on stage and doing your thing is a scary, scary thing, especially if you haven't done it for a long time. You end up with imposter syndrome almost. It's like, am I good enough? These people have bought tickets. Am I going to play the right stuff? They couldn't have possibly, paid all this money just to see me. Like, little old me, you start second guessing all of that. And he just, I'm going to back up here and grab, if I can. Come on. There we go. All of this here, in the middle here, we've got the picture of them. There's Marvin there in the car, and his parents are in the car with him as well, and it's during the parade in his honor, and we get all of these extra notes on the circumstances of the day and of the performance itself, and yeah, it's fascinating. At one point, I'm going to read a little bit from this, and I can't remember who was saying this at first, but this person said, everything was set until Marvin backed out. at the last minute. When I asked him why, he gave every excuse in the world. Knowing him as I did, I understood it was nerves. But nothing I said could persuade him. My only chance was his mom. I knew how much she wanted him to receive this honor, so I called Mother Gaye to do my bidding. He adored her, and she was the only person in the world who could make him decide to do it, to go through with it. Wow. Wow. Despite his apprehensions, Marvin fulfilled his mother's wishes. Quote, I made it through that day, but I was a wreck, he reflected. I hardly remember what happened. I must have blocked it out because I was nervous enough to piss in my pants. I'd piss in my pants if I had to perform at the Kennedy Center and people paid to see me. It's always instructive. This is why I love not only doing the regular episodes on YouTube, but these extended play lounges. It gives me time to spend with these musicians and their stories and their backstory. And it's part of the fun of studying music, because you're not just studying the music, you're studying people, you're studying history, you're studying society, you're studying politics, you're studying all of that, because the art is always connected to what society is doing, and it's connected to what a person is feeling and where a person is in their life. And you can keep coming back to the same songs over and over and over again, and you can always peel back another layer of the onion and have a more profound understanding of what's going on behind the scenes. And that's what I found today in going through this album. This LP, y'all, was one of the first that Megan and I bought after getting the turntable, and we've listened to it a few times, not a ton, but it's been great to put on while, you know, dinner's going or we're cleaning or we're just, you know, listening intently. But it was something during, especially this month, during February, as we're celebrating Black History Month, to go back to this classic album, right? And because I've got the live version, I decided to do this one for better or for worse, rather than the studio one. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and enjoyed this look back into a living evening of history with Marvin Gaye performing live the entirety of what's going on for the only time in his career. It's the only time it ever happened. And we get a recording of it, which is great. So thanks, y'all, for hanging out with me today. We will see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.